Dan, you are welcome to stay, or if you're off to bed, go ahead. As I said, this is gonna be a long one. Well, I didn't know if you got any sleep this weekend. You didn't sleep this weekend, did you? Yeah, feel free to come over to my live if you all want. Alright. Okie dokie. You wanna go ahead and message in and tell her I'm live? Unless she was already in mine. Hell if I know. Yellow. Alright. For those of you just tuning in, thank you for being here. This is going to be the suicide prevention and anti-bullying. Yeah, they're going through Zen. I will be having Dan talking in the chat due to unforeseen circumstances. His audio ceases to want to function. So here we are. Those of you that don't know my story, some of my past I can tell you, others I cannot. What I can tell you is I do have a background in law enforcement and armed security. With that entails many a job site and many
Just like she
a...
said. The card looks pretty worse for wear.
Yeah, I guess you could say
Looks like these new
a certain
baskets were
discretion that I
market
need to employ.
until the card broke. This should help. Better them than the bandits.
With that being said, because of my past, I have battled suicide myself. And this is long before I've met Dan. There were times when I felt personally that there was no point, that, you know, there was a lot of pain in my life that I endured. My wife knows most of it.
I entreat you, send us a champion, someone worthy of your mighty spear.
Dan was one of the few that knows about my previous son.
I'm the only one here, but maybe I can help you.
Oh, Cassandra. You startled me.
He was
Why are you
4
looking for a champion?
at the
I
time he
need
passed.
someone worthy to win the Spear of Kephalus. I've been deciphering some of the sanctuary's stone carvings. They say the
It's
spear
probably one of
was
my
hidden in
deepest
the
root of
caves
pain.
beneath Kefalonia when the temple was built. You could get it for me, couldn't
If the spear is in the...
Well, maybe you were...
I'll see what I can find.
And
Oh,
sometimes
thank
I
you.
often wonder
I'll prepare a spot in the sanctuary.
how he would handle baby Luca, being his stepbrother. There were a lot of times that I sit and often think to myself, where would I be if he was around? And would he look at Dan with the same eyes that I do? You know, with as a protector, a big brother. How he would function with inside the pack. And that, you know, that kind of thing. But more importantly, would he be able to follow the Nordic way of life? Or the Norse way of life, you know, whatever you want to call it. There were many a time I would sit and, you know, just bawl my eyes out at the fact that, you know, my son was gone. He passed in a very brutal way. Dan, I'm gonna have to ask you to rein in your emotions for a second. His sperm donor, as I like to call her, wrapped around a tree, and unfortunately my son was thrown. My only solace was that he didn't feel anything. This is one of the few times I stumble over my words. No parent should bury a child. Ever.
Careful. Don't want to be caught here.
And given my past, I was not allowed to be there when he was laid to rest. I had my own thing going on, and I unfortunately was not home. And I couldn't just abandon my duty to what I promised to do. And unfortunately, I couldn't be there. I was laid up. I was in a hospital bed, fighting for my own life when it occurred. My wife knows the story. Dan knows the story. Pretty much the entire inner circle knows the story. And that's kind of why I started doing the anti-bully stuff. That I couldn't be there at that point in time, I was damn sure going to make sure that I was there at another point in time. Shortly, let's say we met what day in 2015? Around there. When that happened, I guess you could say a light flipped on. I don't know what made me trust Dan as quick as I did. I've always been a follower of fate, and everything happens for a reason, regardless of if I like it or not. I've often told my younger brother that just because he was bullied in high school, that doesn't define who he is. Yeah, it sucked. More. He was one of those. He often lets his past rule him, and that's just how he is. And then
Cassandra,
along comes me.
Have you come back?
I have.
Oh, good.
And
Consider it.
What? No reward?
he always hated the fact that I make him feel. It's a gift and a curse. I do what I do so others don't feel the same thing I felt. And that's why everyone is loyal to me. And they've all said as much on my streams. You can hear it in their voice, or every time we game. They call me the pack leader for a reason, and it's because I earned that title. It wasn't a title that was just given to me. And when it comes to suicide prevention, I'm gonna tell you a stat right now that needs to change. 22 minutes a veteran kills himself. We as a nation need to do better. And frankly, this is where I'm about to catch a lot of heat. When you sit there and you spit on my American flag, or you're gonna sit there. Oh, did you think I was not gonna say something? I'm going to make this crystal clear. I could give a fuck less if you're gay, if you're straight, if you're bi. I could give a fuck less if you're a fucking Smurf. You will not sit there and spit on my American flag. Just because you're sucking a cock or you're licking a vagina does not give you the right to disrespect my flag. I will support you, and I will support the strides you are trying to make for gay rights and lesbian rights and same-sex marriage and whatever the case may be. But the minute that you disrespect my country, my flag, and where I've come from, oh, you best believe I'm going to say something. It's just that simple. And yes, my channel is predominantly there for people to have a quote safe space and this, that, and the other thing. Well, understand this. There's a fine line between me giving you a safe space or me manning you the fuck up. Because let me tell you something, kiddos. Life ain't all sunshine and rainbows. Rocky Balboa said this best. It's a cruel and nasty place, and it will beat you down if you let it. My channel ain't for letting people think they're weak. You know, Dan being an empath, he's been called weak many a time because he'll sit there, and if he feels something strongly in his heart, he'll bawl his eyes out. And I'm one of the few fucking people he will sit there and he will call to let it out. Which is fine. You know, I've been there for Sam when stuff pertaining to his son, you know, became a shitstorm. I was there for him. I've seen Sam at his worst. I've seen him at his best. I have seen my little brother at his worst and at his best.
Boss, I keep telling you.
I am
you
who
can't
I
do
am
that.
for a
Why?
reason.
It's my farm. I can plant what I want.
The
And
grapes
we
will
as
die
a society and
here.
a
All of
nation
them.
have
You
got
have
to work
forget
on
what you know about
preventing
the past,
suicide.
my friend. Together, we will revolutionize winemaking. Believe me, you will look
You
back
see,
on
Canada
this
ain't
day-
got that problem.
Cassandra,
No offense.
thank the gods. Phoebe found you in time.
Grapes.
I can still hear you. I was worried sick. The Cyclops
They don't
sent his
have
scum to find
the
you.
suicide
I think
rate of
they mean
America.
you harm.
I wish you would have told me that before.
Thank God
they
for
hit
that.
me. But that's beside the point. You bought a vineyard, Marcos? A vineyard?
Why not? I like wine, you like wine, everybody likes wine. Everybody buys wine. Why not from
And
me?
I'm also going to go and say that if you feel
Because you don't know how
that
to
you are
grow
truly
grapes
a
or
danger
make
to
wine.
yourself
I'm
or
a
somebody
fast learner.
around you,
grow
make
grapes on the vine,
a
then you get
phone
some
call.
wine.
Call the hotline.
It's that simple.
It
is
doesn't matter if you're
You
a
know me
veteran or if
better
you're a
than to think I
civilian.
don't have a plan.
Call
Marcos
the
always has a
hotline.
plan.
All right. Then do you have the money you owe me?
Do I have the money I owe you?
I'm not here to save lives. I'm
Well,
here to
no,
make your
not
life
at
better.
The moment.
Then
Whether you know me personally or whether you're just tuning into my
Instantly,
channel.
friend, instantly. But maybe you...
you want me to...
It's just waiting for...
Who's the merchant?
Thuris. You know Thuris.
Luris?
He's a lawyer.
You're a good friend.
That's
bad
all
with-
there is to it, and that's why I make live stream. That's why I record
You'd better
videos.
have my
That's
money.
why
Of course.
Fine, but I'm...
But,
Think of
You
it
know,
as
I-
interest.
of course, my friend.
that's why Dan sticks around. That's why Fuzzy sticks around. That's why my crew sticks around.
I've made my choice.
Which one will it be?
We've all, been
That
bullied.
one.
We've all been beaten
On the
down.
right.
We've all been battered. But I will be
Fine
damned
choice. But this
if I let it
particular
break
breed
me.
has a few quirks that you might not be aware of.
And
I wouldn't
yes,
want
I
you to
will
take an
readily admit that I have
unworthy
gone to
horse.
therapy. I needed to rein in my bipolar. I
This is
needed
the
to
one I
rein in.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Everybody.
Phobos.
Remember, meet me at F Therapy. There's plenty of wine left to buy. Don't
And that's
fret.
all it is.
Not now, you fool. By who?
You know,
Thugs of the
eventually
Cyclops.
Dan
Tell me
will
where they went.
listen
In
to
the
me.
direction of it.
The beach?
I'll get her.
Yes, go.
You know,
but don't
for,
forget about
you know,
dear
looking
Thuris,
into-
Cassandra.
Onward.
You know, eventually he'll get his PTSD under control. It just takes Dan a little bit of time to pull his head out of his own butt and go do it. But he does it. That's his strength. I've told this about Dan numerous times. That he fears change. And he knows it. He can't even deny it. But with him, he's loads better than when I first met him. He was
they are.
locked tighter than a fucking
I'll
drum
sneak
when I
up on
first
them,
met him.
Marcus.
And then he got to know me. Now, he didn't know Fuzzy he didn't know Fuzzy back in the day.
Let me go.
But
Shut it.
you know,
or I'll
Fuzzy-
tighten those ropes.
She'll make
Fuzzy's
good
fuzzy.
ransom drachmi for the Cyclops.
No one's gonna buy me from you. They're all
Fuzzy
poor.
works a lot with, you know, suicidal
Keep quiet, Phoebe.
preteens and kids at the hospital.
This tall grass will keep me hidden.
He works with a lot of those people.
Let the rest of those Malakias get away.
And that's kind of why Fuzzy filled that role of inner circle. Is to be in my inner circle, you have got to have a certain mindset. Whether I train it into you,
Marcos is going to be next.
whether I have to mold you to do that, whether I see something in you,
Time to get Phoebe out of here.
Cassandra, I'm here.
Zen, it's okay to have that fear. It's okay for you to feel that way, darling. But you don't let it rule you. Do not let it sit there and fester and brew
Are you alright?
till
It wasn't
your
so
mind
bad.
just goes
Last time we
80
put a
different
cloth in my
directions
mouth
and
so
you
it stopped
can't stop
biting.
it.
Phoebe, just be careful.
You know,
You're
you're a
alone
great
now.
human
Since
being
my parents
from
died,
what I've been
I'm
told
okay.
and my brief
I've
time
got
with you. You're a
and
great human being.
You've got me and Marcos. We're your family.
But there
right?
are just some people that you can't reach. And yeah, I've been. Prime example was Zach. Oh, Dan, this is about to. Ooh, this is about to hit me like a freight train. So bear with me here.
Than that.
Um, 2 years ago,
Got you.
Zach committed suicide.
Again.
Zach was my brother.
Yes, Pater.
Spartan.
He was a great
rises
Marine,
as soon
great
as they have fallen.
great father, or he tried to be.
Ready your stuff.
Zach had a lot of
Widen your stance.
internal turmoil.
A soldier grounds themselves.
He was on a 4-year
Good.
deployment. Granted, he
Approach me.
didn't see combat, but he was stationed in North Carolina.
Nikolaos. The sun's going down. Time to eat, don't you think?
What are we
He
eating?
was away from home.
We are having baby Alexios.
He would go on
And
leave
what a feast he will be.
for
No, not him. Take me instead. I'm tasty.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
a
you're all
week.
sweet as honey. Now, come inside. The lamb's turning black.
and then go
Yeah.
back out and do it again.
Lay him in his bed.
Yes, Pater.
He served
Sandra.
with my brother-in-law, Mason. They were close.
You.
They found him
are
in a
my
barn
greatest pride.
on the property where he was
Remember
staying, dangling.
You will bring this family to
He
glory.
had hoisted himself up to the rafters and did the deed. The day before, I had an extensive conversation with him. See, I'm good at knowing when people are off, or they're feeling an emotion, or
You worry too much.
You
They're
don't
not-
worry enough.
We'll be alright if we watch out for each other.
they're,
Which reminds
th-
me,
th- there's
the
something
thug said
going
you
on.
should watch your back.
What they say.
They said the Cyclops
And
put a
I told
big
him
bounty on
to
you.
make me a
Talos the
promise.
Stonefist wants you dead.
Talos the mercenary? Am I ever not in trouble?
Better get him before he gets you. I hear he's really mean.
And unfortunately,
I was on
Zach
my way
couldn't
back
be
to
helped.
town.
He couldn't
Get
be
it?
reached. He left behind a son.
Talos
He
the
was trying
Stonefist?
to
That's just what I need today. Another broken nose. I'm going to have to take care of that.
He was trying to, be a better husband, better father. And his demon won. There's many a thing that we could have tried to do. But ultimately, it was his choice. And, you know, there's no two-way about it. I've said it, you know, time and again, that you are in charge of your own destiny. I can only show you the door. You have to walk through it. And unfortunately, he didn't walk through. And I can't fault him for that. I would never ever consider somebody taking their life a coward's way out. That's not what I'm about. Every trial, every tribulation you face, there are reasons for that. Whether it be a blessing, a lesson, with my own story, yeah, I've tried to overdose on sleeping pills before. Didn't work. I've held a firearm to my head before. That didn't work.
Sammy, Luis will be at his shop.
Eventually, I stopped trying. I stopped trying and started living.
Cassandra,
Whether I was living for the pack, whether I was living for, somebody I know.
Cassandra, good to see you.
I made a choice
Hello, Luis.
that I was going to survive and not become
Business
another statistic.
looks good.
Tell Marcos to come down here himself.
No, but I'm here.
Look, I was a little late paying. Now Marcos says...
Double. You know him, he's...
You told Marcos I've paid enough already. I won't bow...
from the Cyclops.
Look, I know you'd be dead without Marcos. What with him taking you off the street as a kid. But you
And
know what he's doing
that's-
is crazy.
Molded me into the guy I am today.
You're right about that. Forget...
You're letting me go? Then
With the Cyclops involved...
you better set Marcos...
And I'm an extremely hard man to get a read on. Dan absolutely hates it. He hates it. Can I change? Used to be. I know. That's for some reason I got Ezio stuff and I don't know how the fuck I got it. I don't know. I honestly do not know.
Welcome.
Odyssey's not for him.
Done. Goodbye then.
Got a job to do, Cassandra?
Dan is slowly starting to learn that 9 times out of 10 I'm right.
You're running out of time until the Cyclops comes for you, Malaka. He
Only-
wants his money.
Could I have an extension?
When he sails
Well,
back
Zen,
to Kefalonia,
we
he'll
wanna
come
hear
and
about it.
break you as soon as he docks. If you don't get it,
I could give a
Now,
fuck
let's be
less.
civil.
you can't hide
Who pushed
behind
you
your
away
glories.
before?
Mistios forever, Marcos. He'll
You
kill
want to
you,
talk?
the
Or you got something
mercenary
on your
and that
chest that
little
you want
runt
to get off?
girl
Hit
that
me up.
hangs around.
Of course,
Or hit
not
Dan
a
up.
problem.
Good. Ura-
Ah, Cassandra,
Who's smiling?
we can get the money back.
It will take a lot of work. And even then, I'm not sure.
We have...
Then you'd better be willing.
I long for the old days.
Alexios!
I've never pushed anybody aside. I've never told, somebody that they're less than nothing. I've never, pushed somebody aside or not given them my hand. My hand is always there if you let me. If I can help Dan, I can help you too. And I can understand that. Like, what kind of help? Like, people to just listen to you, or like checking into a mental asylum?
Don't see
Like,
fishes
what
like
kind of help are
every
you
day, huh?
referring to?
Oh. Ha. You hungry? How about we make a deal? I do something for you. You do a few things for me. Everybody wins. Best offer you're gonna get. Think about it.
Wait!
Kefalonia. Some gift.
You were nothing without Marcos. And look how far we've come. From an orphan on the streets to a Misthios with a Havel.
And now the Cyclops will take everything away. I can't protect you from him forever. He'll kill me too.
Oh,
Well,
don't be scared of him. And look
You
at
know,
you.
the
How could I go up against him? With what weapons? A rusty
For me-
spear? A broken bow?
There you are. Skulking around the temple
Yeah.
won't save you from me,
For
Marcos.
Drusilla!
me-
I was just talking about you.
You were?
I need that wood, Marcos. These new bows will be the talk
Well,
of the
one of the
island. I can't make anything with
ways
those
I
bandit
started-
Malakis stopping the wood shipments.
Of course you can't. Why,
was
I
admitting
just
that
filling
I
my friend
needed-
Cassandra in on the details.
I
She
needed the
already
help.
has a plan to deal with these bandits.
that was your first step. My second step
You know me. Always prepared.
was
What did I
finding
tell
people I
you?
trusted
She will leave no stone
to
unturned.
kind of give me
I
that
don't
boot in the
care
ass.
who does it, but someone better got those
That would be
bandits
my wife.
today.
A
And
wonderful idea.
Danny
I,
boy.
for one, need to rush home. Cassandra, I've cooked up a plan for our Cyclops dilemma. See me when you have time.
If you want your wood, you'll have to fix my broken...
I usually only pay. These bows will make me rich as Chrysos.
They're that good, are they?
War's brewing. The Athenians need good bows if they want to hold
I myself
Spartans.
had gone unmedicated
Everybody
for a while,
benefits,
and now
I
I'm
guess.
on,
Who are you? Marcos?
Zyprexa,
You should be
Ritalin.
tired of this small-time shit. But it's this way. You'd make a fortune in this war. Plus,
I
hear
unfortunately
you're
am
so
diagnosed with
That That was a long time ago. I'm a Kefalonian.
I unfortunately am diagnosed with bipolar 1 and
Hand it
ADHD. A very nasty, wicked combo.
There you go.
A mix
good as
of
new.
anxiety
That bow is
and
as strong as
outbursts.
Heracles himself. Give it a try.
Shoot
But
your
I'm
arrow
in a
at
much
those
better-
dummies.
I'm in a much better place than I was. Dan is this delicately, my friend. Oh. Fuck. I'm trying to word it so I don't come off as a dick. Turning over a new leaf, damn it. I believe Dan needs to actually go seek help for his PTSD. He's a very prideful, stubborn human being. To which, you know, I love him for it. I really do. But this is beyond him. And I've had this conversation with him before. The only way he's gonna ever heal himself is for him to finally do what he has to do.
Something over there. I just want my reward! Come on!
And you know what I'm gonna tell him is that if you feel that you're gonna get better help in Nova Scotia, that's fair. Damn it. Honestly, I think it would help. And it at least give you the closure that you need, that it doesn't rule you anymore. Like that's my, you know, take on it. I know I know you're my shield brother, you're strong, and I've always applauded that with you. But I honestly feel like this is beyond you. That this is one of those times where you nut up. You know what I mean? Am I gonna make you swear to me to do that? No. I can only, you know, give you my, you know, the benefit of the doubt that look, this is, it's gonna help. Is it gonna be very awkward? You know, telling,
Give up on it.
you know, you telling somebody, but are you gonna? Yep. I don't sleep. That's never gonna change. Unfortunately, I am one of those people whose body has been molded. You know, one particular way. And, you know, plus me working night shift most of my life.
Are you going to get... Fair is fair.
Finally!
Yeah.
I'll take care of the...
Make sure that you do.
I'll deal with these...
Ha! If you... All right, I did something for you. Now you do something for me. Get my wood.
It's... And believe me, now that you're my sworn sister, there will be a reckoning. If you know that person randomly disappears, you don't know a thing about it. You don't know shit. The less you know, the better. And G.I. Joe, go Joe. If somebody has,
I should look around.
you know, has physically hurt you, like you're telling me.
That's a lot of footprints. A group left this area, headed west.
You're left emotional, and I do this for anybody. I would have done this for Dan if he told me to, which he's told me to.
The cart was emptied, then left behind. The thief can't have gotten far with that much cargo.
There's not a thing on this planet that's gonna stop me. But that's just who I am. And you're now my sworn sister. You're officially a part of the pack now. You're a panda wolf. You have no say in the matter. You are a panda wolf. Yes, anti-panda wolf. And there's nothing you can do about it. I don't give a lot of trust. Dan unfortunately knows this.
Must be the work of bandits.
When it comes to people I let in, I'm very... Dan, what's the word you would use? Selective? People I let into the pack. Yeah. And, you know, some people would find that, oh, what are you, a fucking... Well, what do you mean, prove yourself? Well, it's simple. Everybody has to earn their keep.
This will be...
If, you know, you have been there for me. Whenever I've called. Or, you know, whenever I've, you know, needed somebody to handle business, as it were. Or whether, you know, I'm handling a pack issue. You go to the inner circle. They are my confidants, they are who I trust. They are the ones that 9 times out of 10 are who I'm going to be contacting and weighing their opinion, and I'll listen. I didn't get to how I am without having a tactical mindset. It's what I do. And Dan found it out the hard way. Because we've all come from the same background. No nonsense, cut the bullshit. If I tell you to do something, I'm not telling you you're the good. I'm old. In the words of Valhalla, I am old for a reason, boy. That there's not any reason why I'm telling you something. It's because I've been there. I've done it. Either I've seen it, I've done it, or I'm about to do it. I don't talk just to hear myself talk. And, you know, some people figured that out and other people didn't. And, you know, Dan was one of those that, oh shit, this is serious. And it was probably whenever my dad gave him a stern talking to that he finally figured it out.
Better take some lumber back as proof. That old bag won't just take my word for it.
Dan had a run-in with the devil, so to speak. You want to tell her, or should I? You want? In short, Dan thought he was gonna get lippy with me, and granted, Dan was having a bad day. I can't, you know, fault him for that. But he raised his voice to me in a not so friendly manner, and then he felt like the wrath of the gods came down upon his head. And that's just the company I keep. Is we are no nonsense. We're gonna tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And you know, Dan's my closest friend. He's been through with me through every up, down, in between. And that day he got the fear of God put in him, and he's like, "Nope, I ain't crossing that motherfucker. Nope."
Oh, look, it's Marcus's mighty child.
I tracked the bandits
And you expect me to believe the word of a merc...
I didn't expect you. Here's your proof. A sample of the special wood you want so badly.
By the gods! You sure you...
I might work with him, but we're nothing alone.
Then take your pay.
And you know, some of the young pups like to get lippy in my world. And you know what it eventually boiled down to. Am I not able to? No, I don't want that. I want that though. I could have swore there was a way for me to change what I had on. Maybe they took it out. Maybe they... I don't... Fuzzy once said this best. And I love him for it. He had once said that I'm a badass when I need to be. Other than that, I'm the most humble guy you'll ever meet. If I'm, you know, like for example, my channel, I've carried, you know, put Dan along every step of the way. If, you know, I'm assigned to, you know, take COD for example, you know, a team actually reached out to me and said, "Hey, look, dude, you're good. We want you." And I'm like, "No, not without my crew." There's 3 of us that play regularly in quad. And lo and behold, Dan got signed. I don't do anything without my team. That's why I am as strong as I am. That is why I do what I do.
How'd it go with Marcos?
How it always goes.
Why do you let him...
I owe him a debt.
Oh, did you borrow frach?
Not that kind of debt.
Huh. I'm just a kid and I've done...
What do you want, Phoebe?
You know Kausos?
The town on the other side of the island? Why?
People that are
And
sick. And
now
my friend
Dan's with a
Kina is too.
podcast.
There is a blood fever. They say
Dan,
it's a curse,
you
and
can
then it
even
comes
ask
from the
Dan
gods.
himself.
I
He
told you, I'm not
never
a god.
would have imagined
But
that he would actually be
Ikaros
asked to go do a
is a
podcast.
That doesn't mean you can't...
Yeah, by Ubisoft, no less. But, you know, when somebody asks me, you know, why do you constantly bring your crew around? Because without my crew, I am nothing. Without my fans and the people who email me, I am nothing. I do not do what I do for clout. I do not do what I do for recognition. I do what I do to save a life. No more, no less. And sometimes it's a member of my crew that I've saved. Frankly, sometimes it's my own life I've saved. But if I can reach out to just one person, then my life is complete. If I can go and I can say that I affected one person,
By the gods.
then
What's happened
my
here?
life is... I can enter Valhalla with a happy face.
If the gods won't help you, this sickness must be destroyed by our hands. We have no choice.
Help us!
He won't let us go.
What's going on?
Kausos was consumed by plague. We couldn't keep up.
They killed our brothers.
We survived the massacre.
The gods have abandoned us. The sick man...
But
No!
If you intervene,
Save us from him.
We aren't
nobody gets better. This...
Please.
We have children.
Don't regret stopping here, Misthios.
I'm sorry.
We don't have...
How many others will die?
You have blood on your hand.
You've acted on the gods.
You didn't save them?
I know you're sad about Kina. It's a big loss.
No, but maybe Kina would get better.
And maybe the sickness would take their family.
I hope you're right.
I tried saving you because Dan came to
Sometimes
me.
good people die, Phoebe. No matter how much we don't like it.
You know,
I know, I just...
me
wish
and
it
Dan
wasn't true.
have that, you know, special bond, and it's the same bond I have with Fuzzy and Sam. That they don't come to me unless there is a task that they cannot handle. Dan's not as connected as I am. I can and will make a problem go away. Whether or not it's a child abuser, whether or not it's a pedophile, yes, my ways are legal. And I can bury you in a mountain of paperwork. But it's because of who my family is. We're not, you know, some slouchers that sit around and do nothing while somebody's in trouble. Some say it's the Marine in me. Some say it's the law enforcement in me. Dan, should I tell them the story about whenever Fuzzy was here, whenever I got called out of my name? Were you here for that? Well, when my ex decided to show up and say I wasn't a Marine. Okay. So, one thing you don't do in front of any member of the pack is try and call me out of my name. This sad individual did while Fuzzy was sitting right there. Now, anyone who knows me knows I don't move a muscle. I don't speak. I don't talk about my past. It's in the past. I did what I did and I'm done with it. Fuzzy, on the other hand, when it comes to me, is like a protective papa bear. The amount of time it took him to drop a banhammer was astounding. 30 seconds was all it took him. After, of course, he said his piece, which was about 3 paragraphs long, but I digress. And, you know, I've never done anything in my life for clout. I do it either because somebody has asked me to do
Sammy.
it.
I wonder if we'll be able to leave without getting into a brawl. Oh my
Or,
kidding. This place
you know,
never changes.
for the simple fact that, you know, I'm one of those few people who is... Dan has often called me the man of little to no words. Like, he's been in video chats with me,
I should have known it
and
was you
he's
who'd ask
seen
for
my
the fares,
facial
Zelios.
expressions,
And I should have known it was you.
Don't tell Marcos.
I posted public.
What are the pelts for this?
and
The Athenians want
if looks
Here
could
they
kill,
All accounted
I'd be
for.
able to do it.
in record time too. Take your pay, it's well earned.
Stay out of trouble, Lilos.
You should take your own advice.
See, we're a family of gun nuts over here. My dad being the prime example, followed by my grandfather, who has his own military arsenal, I might add. And scares even me at certain times. Yeah, yes, it is. And, you know, my crew, they'll go above and beyond for me. And I do the same thing for them. That there's not a day that goes by that I don't think of them. Or that they're, you know, contacting me for something. And how about you leave that to me? If there's no way I'm gonna let, you know, my pack sully their name, I'll handle it myself. And Dan has seen my temper at full boil. A lot of people sit and wonder what my next move is going to be. And it's because I don't always speak it. I do not always sit there and tell people my end game. Unless you're, you know, part of the inner circle and you're on a need-to-know basis. Then I consider you a part of the inner circle. And I do so with the intent that you're my sworn sister.
You should have turned down this bounty, Talos.
I do so because Dan has vouched for you. Oh yeah, he wouldn't shut up about you. Nope. Nope. He would not shut up. Hey, waifu. And that's just the end of that. I often heckle Dan, but at the same time, if anyone decided to fuck with him, there'd be about 8 different people behind him coming to Canada. Most of which are very ornery unless we're given cookies. Why are we eating ourselves off a cliff? That's not good. What, wait a minute. Why wasn't I? Wait a minute. Why wasn't I told about said yeetage? Hold the phone. I wasn't notified about this. Dan, were you notified? I wasn't notified. I wasn't notified about this. Like, is he spitting up, or?
Ah, here you are, and not a moment too soon.
I've dealt with the bandits and got.
I had every.
Well?
Or is he just
Right.
You
denying
wouldn't be after
the...
me if it wasn't.
But I swear, this will put an end to it. If he insists on sending his goons after us, we'll make sure his last good day was yesterday.
It's what they do, babe.
Let's hear it then.
What will we
God.
think? What the...
Get to the point, Marcos.
Oh, fine.
He might be overeating.
Are you crazy? You borrow his drachme, then you steal his eye?
Having it means we win. Then it goes to market. We kill 2 birds with 1 obsidian eye.
Motivation.
You better hold
huh?
still, or he'll lose both eyes.
No,
Well,
no.
well,
It has
number
to be
one,
done without
what's the
Cyclops
test that you're
knowing.
trying to do?
You cannot be seen.
Let's start with
Then
that.
my new bow will come in handy.
He keeps the eye in his house. It's too valuable
And,
to wear out.
babe, he
A
might be
wise choice
overeating.
until you show him the error of his ways. Wait for the sun to
You
set,
might have
sneak
to
in, and
start
then
looking into
bring me the eye.
not feeding him as often.
Fine. But you won't get away with being cheap.
Cheap? You wound me, Cassandra.
It's your defining trait.
Bring me the eye and I'll
And
prove
see what he
you
does.
wrong. Remember, not a soul can see you.
Got it.
Pull this off and our heads won't be the Cyclops' trophies when he comes back.
It might just be Luca's starting to overeat,
Now
maybe?
to find
I
the
don't know.
eye. If it's as valuable as Marcos says, it'll be hidden.
Zen, what are you trying to do motivation-wise, darling? Like, are you talking about your drawings, or... Well... First things first. Who put that idea in your head, besides you, that your drawings are nothing, that they're not worth, you know, your time to spend on doing it?
Hello, I see you.
That's the first question I'd ask you. Because these type of thoughts and these type of motivations, they don't come from just you. Somebody had to have put that idea into your head, and then your head ran with it.
Misthios, fresh vegetables for your journey. The juiciest in Kefalonia.
Was it your father?
I'm not really in... No one is.
We're trying to make it.
I know what you mean.
Wait.
I think she could. You'll have to tell me what...
Are you scared of
I'm not scared of anything.
That
There it
makes
is.
A shark?
He
So
guards a
I'm
precious necklace.
assuming the
We get it, sell it, and
waste
leave
of
Kefalonia.
space would
The
hurl
old band
obscenity,
will
say you're no good, that type of thing.
I know what it's like to want to leave Kefalonia.
Who wouldn't? We have nothing here. as many vegetables as we please, but no hope.
That
Buried in a
could
chest. If you get it for
it
us,
could have an effect
we'll take
on
what
you.
we need to get out, and you can keep the rest.
see. We as humans,
All right. I'll kill
Okay.
your shark.
You'll skewer
we
him.
expect,
You'll find him
Support
deep in
from
the
our
ruins of
parents.
Granit down south.
for example, your mom.
To the shark's temple, I go.
You expect your
I'll
mom
never look
to,
at another
you know, be
vegetable again
supportive,
after
at
this.
least in some things that you've done. However, that being said, if your mom is the only one that has supported you and nobody else, oh, your dad and me are about to have a reckoning. They're trust me, Dan knows I'm about to beat the shit out of his own father. That there's a right way and a wrong way to be a parent in the military, and your dad wasn't it. You don't sit there and just ignore all of your children. You know, you don't single them out. You're either a father to all or go away. But if, you know, if nobody else has said that your art is magnificent, and frankly, I wish you could see your art through my eyes. I think it's stellar. I tell my wife this all the time. I think her art is stellar, and to actually pursue something with it. Do something with it. Let the world see that. Yeah, my Sheila sister Morgan's art is phenomenal. You know, you need that little nudge in the right direction to get you moving. So if somebody, you know, then go do it. Look, anime's hit. It always will be. You know, comics of that nature, I honestly, truly think you could make a go of it. But you have got to believe in yourself. Me and Dan believe in you. Go do it. Do what you were born to do. Work on a concept art. Work on, you know, work on the small stuff.
Let's go.
Hone your craft. And then put that shit on, you know, on Facebook or put it on Twitter or, you know, do something with it. Don't just let it sit in a portfolio and nobody sees it. Exactly. Post that art with them too. But don't just sit there and keep it, you know, locked up in some portfolio where nobody's ever gonna see it. If you absolutely have to, use us as your motive. I'm gonna... You expect me to kick you in the ass? Well, here it is. Shut the hell up. Tell your head to shut the fuck up. Quit your fucking bitching. And go do your fucking art. It's that fucking simple. You want motive? There it is. Prove to me that you got what it takes to be an artist. I know you can do it. Now go out there and fucking prove it. Put all your fucking haters on blast. Put everybody that said that you couldn't do it on blast. And be like, nah, bitch. I'm gonna go out there. And I'm gonna fucking do it my way. And ain't nobody on God's green fucking earth is gonna tell me otherwise. If at most, go do it for you.
The necklace is down there.
That's all I can tell you is, if you're not gonna do it for us, or for your siblings, go do it for you. Go do it so that you can prove without a shadow of a doubt that you got what it takes. And if you need connections, I'll put you in touch with Morgan. You want some artist connections? I got you. We all have to start somewhere. Dan, stop looking at Pornhub. Man, I don't care. When have I ever cared about your phone? I mean, it ain't bothering me none. Then go for it. If all you needed was a boot in the fucking ass, I got you on that one. It's the same thing that I've told Dan constantly. That, look, dude, you had a dream. You wanted to become a live streamer. You saw these people on YouTube growing up, and you wanted to be a part of it. Then shut the fuck up and go do it. If you need, if you need a teammate, then I got you. Your channel, you know, you want I can't tell you how many times I promoted this dude's channel and his jaw has hit the floor. Because no sooner do I do it than he gains a follower or two. You want somebody to promote your art, you send your art to me, I'll put it on my Facebook and I'll be like, look, this is somebody I know's art. Would you pay good money for this? They say yes, then you bet your sweet fucking ass I'm gonna be like, you better make more of this shit. Because you got people that want to see your art. Hell, I'll even go further enough to say to you, look, start making group concept arts. I would love for you to give me a concept of what you think Yevon could be. I'm always on the lookout for, you know, people to see my ideas, see my design. Whenever I say see my design, if someone can sit there and see my vision of what a character should be, draw them out. Give me your version. I like it, I'll use it. I made my RP character because it wasn't just the embodiment of me. It's the embodiment of my past, those that I have met, those that I have broken bread with, those who I have suffered with. And we have all put together what my character should be.
Yeah, away we go.
Put your,
come on.
Put your mark on it. Put your stamp on what you think Yevon's concept should be, and we'll run with it. See, that's the problem, with cyberbullying these days. And trolls and hateful comments is they all make some snide remark and think that once they get away with it, that everything's going to be fine with no repercussions. Well, those repercussions aren't felt by them, it's felt by you. And that's what I've built my community around. That's what I built the Panda Wolves around. That's what I built my chat around. Is that we accept everybody. And the biggest prime example of that is my wife. She is part of the LGBTQ, which means I have to have a better understanding and an opener mind. Because, Dan, I'll tell you, I'm about as old school gets.
You found it! That's the necklace!
That shark put up a good fight. He must have liked it.
We can
And-
finally leave.
You know,
No more
some things,
vegetables.
just because
We'll have
I'm
a
not
new
comfortable
life.
with something doesn't
One
mean I'm not going
far
to
from
support my
our
wife.
past.
I know what that's like.
Doesn't mean that I'm
Good
not
luck.
going to support anybody else who crosses my path. Just don't stick your cock up my glory hole and we're good to go. You know, that's why I've gotten as far as I have with my channel is, you know, 124, 125 people come to my channel and they're like, holy shit, this guy speaks some truth. That's really all I'm here for, people. Truth. Ah, this is what I'm looking for. I'm a very calm individual until you do one thing only. The minute you fuck with my wife or my child, I have a phrase. Not even God will save you from me. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to make a phone call. I am going to tell a certain few people about this phone call. And then what is going to happen is you're going to think that the end of days has shown up. And I mean this in the nicest way possible. Just don't do it. Because I'm not one to mince
They'll
words.
be on high alert here.
I'm not
I
one
need cover. If I'm quiet, I can hide in the bushes.
to just let something go. Dan knows that.
Oh my god. Must be some eye to have that much protection. I have to stay out of view.
See, I love my wife. Just because some of, you know, my folks don't agree with my choice, she's still my wife. You will respect my wife. I believe in my wife. I believe in my son. Because, hell, he's already trying... Peanut's already trying to walk, and I'm not there for it, but I digress. I will always believe in the pack. You know... Well... Then, Zen, I mean this in the nicest way possible. Please don't get offended. You have an abuse problem. At some point, somebody abused you, whether it was an ex, whether it could have been any number of 1,000 things, that has set things in motion that your anxiety gets heightened during an argument, during a fight, and you know what? That's perfectly okay. It means that you're still human with emotions, and that's okay. If I could, I'd give you a hug right now, but I'll have to have my wife do it. And that's okay. It doesn't mean you're different. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It just means that you have to put some distance between that and you to lower your anxiety, and that's all that is. And who said you're a victim? Not me. If anything, maybe it made you stronger. Maybe you can yell that at the top of your mountaintop. That I survived it. I am not my mother. I am better than my mother. I am better than my other parent.
My darlings!
Shit! I should take care of that.
And, you know, if you need somebody to drive home that fact, I'm always up for a good ass kicking.
Aye, be careful!
Do you know how many of his guards were there?
Considering how many showed up here, yes. What did I say about being seen? At least you taught them a lesson.
All for a fucking...
This rock...
And yet, it's still not enough to pay back the Cyclops.
Oh, don't...
Be better.
Right.
This will work.
Don't make me answer that.
Take the eye, but don't...
Fine. I think...
That's
wait.
all it boils
saw a
down
book.
to, especially
One
in
I've never
today's
seen,
society.
The vest...
He's back?
Take them out, and that's one less thing to do. It's win-win.
It can't hurt.
Be
You?
Then
better.
where...
In an abandoned house on the eastern coast. Who knows what golden...
I'm keeping some of these golden fortunes, though. No negotiations.
And,
Not
you
even
know,
a drachma
part of
for the man who sent you?
The rest goes to pay your debt. These are my terms.
Oh, fine, fine. Now teach
Zen,
the
do you wanna know the
strangers what
funny
it means
thing?
To be Kefalonian, draw blood,
you have a
or
lot
bleed.
more in common with my wife than you think. She was the same way. Until she had one. But my wife, bless her heart, is a new mom. Well, hey, she got her tubes tied, so there's only going to be one kid in. Thank you very much. Exactly.
The abandoned house
It's,
and the people.
Then that's why you'd ask me for advice? Question mark. You know, as somebody who's done the parenting thing before. But believe me, I am a firm believer that motherhood is an instinct in all females. Because somehow they just know. Dan, you were kicked in the head. There's a difference. Man, look what happened to you. And look what happened to you. That's what I'm here for.
I should try to stay out of sight.
But not.
I'm going to see if that hurt.
Like, take last night for example. Yeah, last night, my wife, being a very astute woman, heard a noise come from my son that she's never heard before. Turned out, it just happened to be
I normally have someone else do the field work. I don't
my son
suppose
sticking his thumb in
you
his
know
mouth.
how to get the stain out.
There's
It comes with the territory.
a lot of
Then you're just
parental
the
stuff
mistress
that
I'm
gets
looking
taught.
for.
And some of it's just natural instinct.
A clean slaughter. Very good work.
Not much sympathy.
Not with me. For me. Employees. Now ex-employees, I suppose.
So you don't...
You're kind, aren't you?
Not the monster. The man. You are an outsider. Why are you here?
Indeed, I'm not from Kefalonia. I'm here because what I'm looking for is.
My son will be fine. To be fair, my son
You'll
just
follow
eats
me,
any
Cassandra.
finger. Yesterday just happened to be the thumb. He's been known to nom on people's noses too.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
I'm El Pinor of Kira.
Zen, are
How do I
you
know
referring
your
to
name?
yourself, darling?
I did what you did. I asked
Tell me who sent...
an inquisitive nature. Good.
You know more than...
Knowing you is in my best. My prized possession was stolen and brought to Ithaca.
All right.
Don't expect it.
Zen,
That's why-
darling.
Then it's agreed. There's a rowboat in the harbor. Use it. It's not meant for open water.
Zen, it's
Oh, and
okay.
mysterious, don't fail.
What makes you think we're gonna judge? Did I not just get through telling you this is a judgment-free zone? I mean,
Headed to the house of Odysseus on a tiny boat.
no offense, but Dan's
Try
sucked
not
plenty of
to
things in
piss
his time
Poseidon
too, and
off,
I don't
shall
judge him for it either. Sure, we'll call it that. Probably. I mean, hell, my wife still has her teddy bear. I found that out the hard way. When she damn near tore the apartment, fucking from stem to stern, looking for it.
The legendary shroud. El Pinor wasn't lying.
It doesn't bother me. Ah. Weekend miss, yes. Visibility, no, but we will do weekend miss, yes. It's all good.
All the years I lived on Kefalonia, I never realized the mighty Odysseus' palace was here.
Look, I could give a fuck less if you suck a pinky, suck your thumb, suck your tit. I do not care. You're still my... Well, she is my sister. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Tell her no? You expect anything less out of me? Look, I just figured out my wife was a little, okay? And I don't even know what the fuck a little is.
Thank you. Let's get out of here. Can you fight?
I'd be happy to.
So... And again, it's because I'm old school. When I was growing up, these weren't things.
It's a dangerous place to wander around on your own.
You're wandering around on your... You're right. I can't...
I'll help you get to the back.
Well, I'm in luck then.
Cassandra.
I'm Odessa.
We should head to the palace while we have the chance.
You know, but, you know, it doesn't stop me from loving my wife. I just happen to be afraid of who may end up in the bedroom besides me. That's all. Call it my little insecurity, I guess. What? Well, because my wife's also a poly.
It's just rubble.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Something more grand. My parents named me Odessa. I'm Odysseus's namesake.
Yeah.
I thought if I came here, I might understand him more.
Fair point.
Well, do you?
Not at all. Take me to my boat. I'll pay you there.
And, you know, it's just one of my many insecurities that one day I'm going to wake up and I'm not going to be good enough for my wife. It's something I have to work through. That's all. Probably. I'll get a, you know, size 12 shoved up there. Whatever.
Well, This is for you. Such a disappointment.
Why is that place so important to you?
Are you joking? Odysseus lived there, ruled there. He ended the Trojan War, eluded Scylla and Charybdis. He had everything.
Damn!
Loyalty, love, fighting spirit.
He had the attention of the gods, too. That caused him a lot of trouble.
And it made him a legend.
You look cute right now. As if nothing can get in your way.
I don't usually like being called cute.
By the way, you've now officially been promoted.
There are a few other ones I can think of that would suit you.
I can't wait to hear them.
How about beautiful? That works even better. The other ones will...
Yeah, now you're a mod.
I hope later comes soon.
So what do you think?
I think I was in a much poorer mood before now. There's just so much I desire. As great as Odysseus. Where do I even begin?
If you want Odysseus' greatness, you have to do it your own way.
Yep.
He was famous because of his cunning. What have you done?
I've traveled all the way here.
To see the ruins of Odysseus' life. Not to live your own.
I should know better than to take advice from a mercenary. Leave me.
But yeah, I have a lot of insecurities toward my wife that I just don't speak. And I just kind of deal with. How about you leave your size 13 where it is, sir, before I gnaw off your leg? How about that? Why don't you do that with your size 13, dick?
Get into cover! I know where the usher is! I'll bury her! Remember that horse we saw the other day? I'll take
Alright, brother. Talk to you later.
Penelope Shroud. In the flesh? I mean, cloth.
For some reason, well, Dan just left, but Twitch is not allowing me to record his voice for whatever reason, and I can't be bothered to figure out why, so he's been talking in the chat. Dan went to bed, so you're all just stuck with me. Hope that's okay. Ooh, I actually kind of like that episode. My wife just called me out my name. It's your typical, you know, married stuff. Am I good enough? Am I gonna be good enough? Am I gonna get replaced? Am I gonna come home and find somebody else in my bed? Those kind of things. Am I saying it would ever happen? No. But is that what goes through my mind? Yeah. I have no idea what that means. Remember, old school. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you have found each other and that you're happily married. I don't know what my wife is anymore. She was Polly. I don't know anymore.
Cassandra?
I just work here.
Good news, I hope.
Safe and sound.
Well done. And now the shroud is yours.
You don't want it? After all that?
I gained something more valuable today. For your troubles, Misthios.
If I knew any better...
Perhaps. You did well, Misthios. Do this for me and earn double what you earned.
Generals bleed like a...
Good. What do you say?
I accept.
Splendid. You'll need a boat. You have one, don't you?
If I had a boat, we would...
A shame. It's too far of a swim.
I'll find one.
Good.
And why is that?
The seas are much more dangerous, I'm afraid. War is coming.
You won't be disappointed.
When your job in Megaris is done, come find me at Pilgrim's Landing in Phokis.
I guess in truth, one of my biggest insecurities is that my wife is, you know, gonna become, you know, a Polly. And, you know, I'm gonna come home and have happened to me exactly what happened with my ex-wife. Not saying, you know, I'm not saying that she ever will. It's just probably one of my biggest fears.
I need a boat. I should go see the shipbuilder.
Because, you know, I spent so long building up my reputation and well, Zen, if I could, I'd give you the shirt off my back and I'd give you a place to stay.
Welcome, Misthios.
I know that. It's just my stupid head. That's all. Hello. You know me, stubborn as a mule. Oh, hello. That might be worth doing.
Thanks for stopping by.
Well, if he's constantly disrespected, perhaps it's time for the Alpha to get involved. Lay down some law.
It's a fine ship, Telimenes.
Cassandra! She is that. Ready to ride the waves for the right captain?
Disrespect my brother-in-law and I mess you up.
What'll it take for you to...
Oh, couldn't let her go for less than 100,000. Someone who's serious about buying a ship. You think...
What if I told you I had...
I tell you I still need 100,000 drachmi. Besides...
This is Kefalonia. I could always find someone down under...
The seas are treacherous now. Well, more than usual. It would...
You're not being very helpful.
Not sure if this helps, but rumor has it the
Malaga.
That monster's held Kefalonia captive for too long. I figure if anyone could finally rid...
Telimenes, what does this...
Rumor also has it the Cyclops has docked his ship in Kleptus Bay.
His ship, you say?
Be careful. That...
I can take his ship and deal with the Cyclops at the same time. 2 birds, 1 stone.
See? As you can see, your new sister is rather protective of you, Zen. And believe me, my wife is just short enough to get away with it. And that's all that matters. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Give me 1 second.
Want to collaborate with these? Enjoy presentations with Cal.
Grr. Babe, I'm still alive, darling. I was trying to figure out how to do this. Wow, child, apologies. Would appear that it's either A, no longer there, or I have to get a little bit further in. No. Why would your breed of dog prevent that? That doesn't bother me. Not in the slightest. I don't even know what a Kangol is. Nice. I mean, as long as he ain't biting us, what do we care? He ain't bugging me.
Off we go now. Ella.
You have Kengals, Dan has a Lynx, and I'm just here.
I'm not an animal. Ready to die. Charge! I must escape. You must help me, please. Say goodbye to your leader!
Aw, hell. Oh, Zen, you just made a friend for life.
Ah, Misthios, you must help me.
Must I?
If you know what's good for you and your...
I'm listening.
I'm an exile from Athens.
A successful exile.
You have a good eye.
What's the problem?
It's my brother Ornios.
And you want...
Bring him to me with no...
I'll rescue your brother. For a price.
Yes, yes.
I'm not Kefal... Yeah!
I will as soon as my life's over. You have my word.
How dare they lay their filthy hands on me? And you, here, thank me for your efforts.
Yep.
Have arrived soon.
Your brother sent
In this
me.
game, it's Icarus.
I knew he'd rescue me. Ah, and how quickly he's found himself a lucky.
To be clear, I'm the one rescuing you. And if it wasn't for your brother's money, I'd gladly feed you to the pigs. Now, let's go. Stay close and shut up.
Ornios! Reunited again!
I don't know where you find these ruffians, brother, but they do get the job done.
This is touching.
Don't think I didn't notice.
Consider it a fee for your...
Oh, she did bring you to me, Ornios. Let her go.
As quickly as I can.
The gods as my witness, I swear!
Which one?
What difference does it make? All of them, I swear, all of them!
I have never heard so much fucking god talk from one man in all my days.
Let him go.
No one on this island is allowed to say that word!
Did he say Cyclops? Did he hurt your feelings?
I don't like it when people call me that!
I didn't.
But you're so fat. I mean, big and strong. And you really do only have one eye.
My eye. Give it to me. Give it to me, and I won't kill Marcos for having you steal it! Give it to me!
You want it? Go get it.
I'm not gonna break a sweat! Most would have given up.
We shouldn't delay here any further. Even rats like these have friends on Kefalonia.
Yes, I did just shove a glass eye up a goat's ass. You did in fact see that correctly.
on my side.
This used to be a nice village. But now it's just a nest of anarchy and crime.
And I do it again too.
Please get me out of here. My thanks.
You're welcome.
I can't thank you enough. After spending most of my life at sea, it would have been absolutely shameful to drown in a pot. Ah, where are my manners? I am Varnavas, captain of the Adrestia.
Well, Varnavas, I'm pleased to meet you. I'm Cassandra, Misthios by trade.
Oh, but you're much more than that, I'm sure.
What do you mean?
When they forced my head underwater, I prayed to the gods. And when they pulled it out, there you were.
You called? And
Many claim to have blood of the gods.
so...
Of course.
What is it now? Perhaps the fates...
You say...
So, that's a yes?
My ship, my crew...
You truly are...
Gods, no!
Cassandra's best girl. Maybe you're not wrong.
Ride, Phobos!
I do very much enjoy honing my craft of being an all-around smartass. Cassandra's just like me.
We are ready when you are, Captain.
Wait! Wait for me, Cassandra. I'm all packed and everything.
You're coming, are you?
If you're going, I'm going.
Kefalonia is the only place you've ever known. You'd leave your home?
I would if it meant staying with you.
Can't go where I'm going. I need to be alone.
Who's going to keep you company?
I'll be fine.
If I can't come, then take Hara.
Hara?
My pet eagle. She's my friend. Mater gave her to me. But she'll be your friend now. And it'll be like I'm there with you. You know, to remind you of me.
Thanks, Phoebe.
But you have to promise we'll see each other again.
I promise. You haven't seen the last of me. Just stay out of trouble until then.
I will. Don't
Indeed,
worry.
I do.
Okay, you can leave now.
Everything from reviews to my Star Wars short stories to
Leaving Kefalonia
poetry.
without saying goodbye to your dear Marcos? Tell me it isn't true.
Well, you're here now, so it won't be true. Goodbye, Marcos.
All these years as a dynamic duo! I'll never replace you! Well, I may need another assistant someday, but it won't be easy. Come now, give me a hug.
All right, come here.
Yes, bring it in. Oh, will I ever miss you, Cassandra?
Thanks, Marcos. I'll miss you too. And what does the future hold for you?
Wine, of course. Though you never know when the vines will wither. I'm always ready for another adventure. Speaking of adventure,
I've
I have a task for you, dear
written fan
Phoebe.
fiction a
An
time or two.
adventure? Yes!
Already following in your footsteps, isn't she, my friend?
My writing style is just my way with words. If I can make the writer feel
Ready to set
something
sail?
and put passion
Prepare to
into
cast
what I
off.
write,
It's time to leave.
Good. The tides wait for neither man nor woman.
Time to go.
my fan fiction was actually about Cassandra.
So, what course do we set? Where in this big, beautiful world does the mighty Cassandra want to go?
Megaris.
Megaris? But we'll be sailing into war.
I got a contract for some general's head.
Whose head?
They call him the Wolf.
The Wolf? Who wants Nikolaos of Sparta dead?
Nikolaos of Sparta?
The Oracle has spoken! To prevent
I'll answer you after
Sparta's
this cutscene.
fall, the child must fall first.
You can't let this happen! Please, he'll do no harm. He'll help us. He will lead us.
Silence!
Stop! No! You can't! No!
She has
It's her over!
Pay for her dishonor! For the life she has snuffed! She is not Spartan, Nikolaos!
Don't listen! Nikolaos! Don't listen! No! No! Don't listen! Nikolaos! Why?
Mother!
Nikolaos! Stop! Nikolaos! No! Nikolaos! Nikolaos, look at me! Look at me, Nikolaos! Don't! Don't listen!
Your blood is tainted! Rid yourself of this poison!
Pater!
For Sparta!
Pater!
No, my baby! Cassandra! Cassandra!
Get me to Megaris. Now.
But I don't understand. Of all the places under Ilios, why risk our necks to go there?
The Wolf of Sparta is my father.
I love this soundtrack so much.
Nothing like a sea breeze.
Does the deck always feel like it's moving?
I've got the perfect opportunity for you to get your sea legs.
Oh? What would that be?
Well, when the Cyclops was giving me a drumming,
I'm sorry.
his pirates took my cargo. I know their ship, and I know where they're heading. What say we get it back?
Sure. It'll be a good opportunity to see how your ship and crew perform.
All right there, let's get moving. Let's see how the sail...
Yeah, we'll go light. Go ahead and sleep, babe.
Let's see how the sails are held up.
Okay, maybe they took it out.
Increase speed!
I was gonna say, because I'm gonna be streaming for quite a while.
Look there! Salvage! Bad weather for sailing, Commander.
At least a couple more hours at the very most.
We've reached full speed! We've got
can! With me! Let's board the bilge rats! I think I'm getting the hang of this.
I honestly do not know, babe. If he's throwing up, do we risk it?
I lost a couple good men in the scrap with those pirates. The seas are more dangerous now that Sparta and Athens are at each other's throats.
We need new recruits to better our crew.
I know where to start. The best archer I know. He'd be a valuable asset.
When can we meet him?
Well, you're going to have to persuade him.
What do you mean?
You get him aboard and I'll talk him into it.
So you want me to...
No, no. Well, maybe just pacify him a little. Then get him to the ship so we can have a little talk. Everything will be fine.
We've got a fight coming! Be ready!
They're coming right at us! We need to raise against those firebombs!
Here we go!
I need everyone ready!
Brace yourselves, forever! Out!
Shoot! We're ready!
Ready your bow!
Might be the oatmeal, babe.
Woo! Feel that wind!
They are headed straight for us!
Archers to the front! Get ready to fire! Release them! Fight them for all you're worth! Ready arrows! Shoot! And drop!
Wait until they are engaged! We'll need repairs after this.
Archers! Get ready!
One hit! There's fire! I don't think the crew can handle much more.
Ready! Archers! Take your mark!
Pick up that salvage!
Archers! Ready yourselves! Now! Attack!
Salvage nearby!
Well, babe, what you're gonna have to do is just feed him the formula and see what he does. If he's fine, then you know it's the oatmeal.
That's the island. You'll need to be cautious. It will be crawling with pirates.
I should send Icaros out. That's my target.
We're ready to dock!
Yep.
You're strong. Good. Gather your things and meet me at my ship.
He'll make a worthy addition to the...
I got you. There it is. Okay, Zen, you're about to see something cool. Actually, you know what? I'll do this for you. Now look, I keep all my stats and I'm able to change what it looks like. I'll do that for you. I knew it was in here. What the fuck? That's new. Which one? That one? As the game goes on, I'll get better stuff.
I got him.
Good! He'll be a valuable asset to the crew.
Will he be enough?
Don't worry. There'll be plenty of opportunities to recruit more people as we go.
Something tells me we're going to need them.
We should set a course for Megaris. A long voyage can be relaxing, but we are not really the cruising type.
Oh. That's new. Oh, that blade looks sick. Can I?
If you want to spice things up a bit, you can always check my log over there. I make a note of anything I hear that could be of interest to a daring captain.
Ready to sail!
Welcome back! Where shall we go?
Get that sail down!
Sea of Thieves is pretty fun when you got the right crew with you.
Lord, my head, come on! War has changed the face of the big world. If it's not Spartans or Athenians, it's bandits and pirates. The gods protect us all from mankind. The Athenians have blocked the entrance to the bay!
Get the oars out!
To battle!
We are pulling up to that salvage!
Go! Maximum speed! Spear them! Fire! Hit them with your spears!
Oh, good!
Ready to shoot!
Stop to your marks! Ah, safe again! The Vestia needs to sail once more!
Archers! Sail!
That debris could be useful!
Archers! Ready!
You did it! We are through! From what I've heard, Megaris is home to the fiercest fighting so far. The Spartans are preparing for a final...
Welcome back, baby girl.
Legion of Athenians.
Why? Why is it gonna suck?
The wolf takes no prisoners!
See, the Athenian dog Pericles fears you. He cowers in his Parthenon, surrounded by playwrights and sophists. He dares not face you with honor on the battlefield. He knows you are too strong. He knows Athens' days in Margolis are numbered. And he knows Athens is next!
You destroyed the Athenian blockade.
They were in my way.
Sparta owes you thanks. Dichi has blessed you, my friend. You arrived in time to watch my pater achieve a glorious victory.
You can't be his son. I heard his children died in Sparta many years ago.
He adopted me into his household after his previous family failed him. I would never bring dishonor to him.
Sometimes things happen in a way that you don't plan or expect. History has a way of remembering things strangely.
You talk as if you were there.
Maybe I was.
Nonsense. You're too young to have witnessed such things. But enough of the past, let's discuss the future. What is a mercenary doing sailing into a war they aren't being paid to fight in? Tell me why you're really here before I cut you down for wasting my time.
I've come to meet the Wolf of Sparta.
You cannot simply meet with Nikolaos. He has command of the entire Spartan army. If you truly came all this way to meet him, you might be disappointed.
Are you sure you're in charge here? You don't strike me as a typical Spartan. Perhaps it's best if I just talk with Nikolaos.
A sense of humor is not a trait I see being useful for a sellsword. If you're here to earn drachmi, though, I could make use of a capable mercenary. The fleet might be destroyed, but Megaris is firmly in Athenian control. We need to weaken their position if we are to take to the field and drive them back to Athens.
Why do you need a mercenary to do that? You seem to have plenty of soldiers at your disposal.
It's not a question of manpower. The Megarians are our allies. We do not want to commit troops until we know victory is assured. My scouts are already locating key targets that we can hit.
I'm ready to serve. Together we will ensure that Sparta is victorious.
You're a different kind of Misthios, aren't you? You're just what we need to help deal with that meddling Athenian mercenary. If we can draw the leader out and eliminate him, we will crush the Athenians on the battlefield and drive their forces all the way back to Athens, destroying their supplies, stealing their war chest, and killing their elite troops should leave him vulnerable. Take this and present it to my scouts. If you find them in the field, be sure to check for new information. They might also have need of your skills.
I think I know what must be done.
Remember,
And once I've brought the Athenians to their knees for Sparta, I'll
send those Athenian dogs to Hades, Misthios.
Alright. We have our goal. But unfortunately, I am getting tired, so I'm gonna go call it here. If anyone has any need of me, they can call my phone, contact my phone. I'm going to go take my pills, and I'm going to be... And I shall talk to you with more Assassin's Creed Odyssey tomorrow.